first one is background of the program. How did it start for you?
This was the 2015 Sembrando Semillas. This was the first venture, and there was a women's chamber orchestra, Camerata Romeo. Pamela is good friends with the conductor, Zenaida Romeo, who comes from an important music family. And Zenaida developed this women's chamber orchestra, and that was the first target or first people that Sembrando Semillas helped. And that was the 2015 trip. Basically, that trip we brought orchestral strings, rosin, shoulder rests for violas, violins, and other bits and pieces for orchestral instruments. And it wasn't that they needed the actual instruments, it was more of the upkeep and the accessories that were important to them. Certainly we brought guitar strings and other items for secondary targets, and crayons for a mental health facility in Cardenas. The doctor was practically in tears getting all these things.
Nice.
And then we met the choir, the Coro and Revosis choir during the 2015 trip. And we met Digna choir members. We heard them perform. And Digna told us about her challenge of not being able to find enough paper and ink. And it was actually Digna's idea that the tablets might alleviate some of the issues. After the 2015 trip, we all kind of had a general sense that our job was not done. That was kind of like the first installment or the first go-around. For a couple of years, we kind of just thought about Digna and her needs and started to plan the second trip and was able to put it all together.
Hi, Fernando.
Hi, yeah.
How was your experience meeting the choir? And what was it like presenting what you guys presented to the choir?
It was great. I think it all started because these guys wanted me to do my input as a musician, right? And I had a little bit of experience with the tablets. So it was great because I know a little bit of the technical musical words. So that's what I used, and they got really happy with the tablet. So yeah, it was good.
Are the musical terms and expressions in Cuba different to the musical terms and expressions in other Latin American countries?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think every country has its own different. Musical terms are kind of standard in general, but local musicians refer to different things with different names. And oh yeah, absolutely. In Cuba, Puerto Rico, Latinos here in the U.S. and in Colombia, that's my experience. And yeah, we all have a little bit different words. For example, in Colombia, we call a gig like a chisga. And for example, in Venezuela, it's called ir a matar un tigre. Here in Puerto Ricans in U.S., they call it, we're going to have a guiso, a gig. And so, yeah, that's just to put a little example.
What do you think characterizes Cuban music? What makes it special?
Oh, the history of music in Cuba is I think is a lot richer than in some other countries because, a lot of people from Africa came to Cuba and it's got a lot of influence from Europe, even from Haiti when it was under the French dominance. A lot of people from Haiti went up to the east part of Cuba and they brought all the French music. So, and yeah, I think that's why it's just quite richer than other countries.
What was your experience like with the choir Entre Coros when they were recording in the studio and when you were adding percussion?
It was great. Actually, yeah, the idea was for me to record with them on the studio, pretty much with no rehearsal. And it didn't work because we didn't have the instrument there at the moment, right? So, we decided to add the percussion here in the U.S. in the studio. So I took the recording they had and we just added some tracks, overdubbed some tracks, and it was fine because the choir sounds so good and it's so solid tempo-wise that I didn't have any problem to use the track to do the percussion.
Oh, so the initial plan was that you were going to play percussion live with them in the studio.
Yeah, we couldn't because we couldn't find instruments in the spot. And of course, you know, I didn't rehearse with them, so you know, we took the decision of overdub the instrument here, and that's what I did. And then I took the recording back to Philadelphia, and they mixed it, and I think it came out sounding pretty good.
Milton, how did the Sembrando Semillas project come about, and what inspired you to be involved?
Basically, it's been, probably since I was like 20-something years old. I lived in Miami for a while. Back then, it's been that long that I've been interested in going to Cuba and try to do something myself personally. Something was instilled in me, you know, living in Miami amongst the Cuban people, that, you know, they're wonderful people. I always had that drive to get there and do something, and then one day it all came about when Jeff said he knew a lady that, which was Pam, that went to Cuba, and there was someone that needed some stuff for the string orchestra out there, like Camarada Romeo. So we started thinking, and you know, we thought it'd be a great idea to take some instruments over, and I would have the opportunity to do what I've always wanted to do and be able to get there. I thought we would be able to take tractor trailer, you know, containers full out there. I thought everybody would be pumped. Mm-hmm. But you know, it just ended up being we took about a suitcase each of stuff for the first trip.
What was your main role on this project, and what was and when you were shooting and taking photos, what was your goal?
One of my roles were as a photographer to capture the images. Okay, on the first trip, I was, you know, blown out of the water. It was actually my first ever experience going out as a photographer. I'm new to this. So that experience was like, you know, I had a camera in my hands for a week. So that was my job, to capture images, and I did. And, you know, I learned a lot from it, of what to do, not to do. You know, on my first trip, I focused on photography and, you know, very little video. So the second trip, I said, well, let me focus on video and very little images. And, you know, I have to find a balance. I wanted the people, the audience, my friends, to be able to see what's going on in Cuba.
So you first went to Cuba with Sembrando Semillas in 2015. This was your first time in Cuba. What was the contrast between what you expected and what you lived?
I walked down the streets, and everybody I looked at and saw walking down the street, I felt connected, like, you know, I knew them. They felt like they were relatives. You know, that's the feeling that I got. I felt so comfortable there.
That's nice.
And just recently, 2 days ago, a friend of mine was talking to someone that just came back from Cuba. And that excitement that I felt, I overheard it in his voice. You know, and he was like, the people are so beautiful and so humble. And his excitement, I can hear his excitement through his voice. You know, it's a wonderful experience. I wish everybody can have the chance to experience this.
Okay, so first question is, how did you get involved with Sembrando Semillas?
Well, I've known Jeff for many, many years, and he had indicated that he was interested in doing something with Cuba. And I've been working with Cuba since 1999, actually, doing humanitarian work and business. And he, with his friends, they had come up with this idea of trying to either donate strings or do something musical with Cuba. And I took Milton and Jeff down there to Cuba a year prior to this visit with the chorus. And we donated strings, and we worked with the Camarada Romeo. And then a friend of mine, Roberto Chile, had introduced us to Digna Guerra. And she just mentioned, we were just fascinated. We really just went to listen to them, no particular idea of donating or anything. but we were just so taken. And we said to her, "Do you have a wish list?" And she said yes. She needed these tablets. It would really be helpful. So we started working on that. But the idea really was Jeff and Milton and Fernando. We all just came up with this wonderful idea, and I got in because I had the contacts with Cuba.
And what was your role in the project?
Really doing the logistics, making all the introductions, getting arranging for all the meetings. Basically just the logistics and contacting people in the music industry.
Fantastic. And what other projects have you worked on in Cuba?
Well, right now I'm working on a mural project. We're in the process of getting ready to paint a mural in Cardenas. Also donating musical instruments and strings, etc. on my own. Just taking care of people with medicines. I've taken business. I took the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture as a business entity. Just a lot of projects for music and culture.
Thanks so much, Pam. That's it. It was just 3 questions, but you've given me very rich answers.